Welcome to the Arrington Gavin Show. Real talk, big opinions, and fearless conversations. From the front lines of politics to the latest in pop culture. From breaking sports headlines to the stories that move the world. Nothing's off limits, and nobody's holding back. Arrington Gavin is here to break it down, build it up, and keep it all the way real. So turn it up, lean in, and let's get into it. This is the Arrington Gavin Show.
What is happening, ladies and gents? Welcome to another great episode of the Arrington Gavin Show, your go-to spot for sharp insights, bold opinions, and unfiltered takes on the biggest stories of the day, whether it's politics, sports, pop culture, or the latest buzz. Look, we're diving deep and keeping it real, so do me a favor, kick back, stay informed, and get ready to join the conversation. On today's conversation, controversial state senator making a political comeback, this time running for city council. Are you curious of who we're going to be talking about? Well, stay tuned. We'll share who that controversial individual is. Also, James Carville, well-known Democratic strategist known as the Ragin' Cajun, says that Trump will resign in the next spring. His words, not mine. Let's really, expand on the message that he shared on his podcast recently. Also, a very popular Mike Myers film series is making a comeback as well with their fourth installment. And also, I want to explain to you all the importance of Juneteenth. So by the time you all listen to this convo, Juneteenth will already have gone on, but I bring it up because a local elected official went viral by calling Juneteenth based on a lie. Okay. Yeah, I've been waiting for this one. And also too, I'll give you some small follow-ups on the data center battle happening in my home state of Virginia, which has been hurting the rating of newly elected Governor Abigail Spanberger, Democrat, who a lot of folks was expecting much more better things. But hey, I've said it time and time again, when an individual wins the positioning and has that power, then they start changing their whole persona. Look, the candidate is totally different than the elected official. Okay, the candidate says one thing, the elected official does a whole nother thing. So we're going to talk about it more here on the Arrington Gavin Show. As always, my friends, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to tune in to yet another great episode of the Arrington Gavin Show. This is episode 613. As you know, you can check out new episodes of the program. We air weeknights at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. You can also check us out on our radio affiliate. Shout out to our affiliates, KSHP 1400 AM and 107.1 FM in Las Vegas. We air new episodes on their station Fridays at 8 p.m. Pacific time. And then we're going to head over to the New Orleans area to WBOK 1230 AM. You can listen into this conversation weeknights at 7 p.m. Central Time, and that's only on WBOK 1230 AM, what New Orleans is talking about. You can also check out past episodes of the Arrington Gavin Show on the Goldverse TV app. All you have to do is just download the app on your app store, Google Play Store, Roku, or Amazon Fire. You can also do me a favor, if you have not done so yet, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are growing each and every day, and with your help, we can continue to reach our goal to hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We are a growing program. We're grassroots. We just love to spread great conversation, and really, we love to keep you all informed on what's happening out there on a local level, state level, and federal level. But please share with a friend, share with family. I truly appreciate it. We see new subscribers added to our channel each and every day, and I just thank you. That makes me feel better, because I'm an individual. I don't like public speaking in general, and I know that's shocking because you're like Arrington, you can literally talk for hours and hours by yourself on this show. You're right, but I also I also still I get nervous, right? I mean, who doesn't? Nervous is normal. I struggle with I get stage fright. I don't like public speaking, but I guess it's easy because I'm talking with my friends. You all, the listeners, the viewers out there, you all my friends. And those who don't, agree with me, hey, we're still friends, right? We can agree to disagree. That's that's the wonderful thing about this world we live in, is that we can live in a country where we can agree to disagree. Now it's sad that that really doesn't exist because we have so much division in our world, right? We have elected officials and political parties that continue to spread that narrative of division. But in all honesty, we probably agree on 80% of things and disagree on the remainder. But we let that small amount that we disagree on overtake what we do agree on. So here we just have conversation, y'all. We just have conversation. Um, Let me see what else do I got for you all. I think that's all. I'm still living on a high right now because when the New York Knicks, because as you know, we're the reigning champs. Hello, shout out to my New York Knicks. They had a awesome parade in New York, man. I had the whole entire I had my phone glued to the uh I had my phone glued to the Knicks parade, and it was just wonderful. I mean, you had so many events. You had uh you had brawls that happened. You had a lot of cries. You had, for the most part, it was nothing but families out there just saying, "Oh wow, I waited so long for this." It was a long 27 years. It was a long 53 years. It was just long. It was long, 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 a long wait. But we are just excited and thrilled to witness what a great team, well deserved, a great team, well deserved. And I'm gonna tell you one thing, man. Mom Donnie had one hell of a speech. I don't know if y'all caught on to it, but Mom Donnie had one hell of a speech. And I was talking to one of my good friends who's from New York. Um, he had texted me saying, "Hey, look, Mom Donnie about to have me move back to New York." That speech was, oh, because again, the way the public says, "Oh my gosh, he's a democratic socialist. He's a Democrat. He's, oh my goodness, he's a danger to society. This and the other." I'm like, let me tell you something. He's a politician, just like any other politician. Okay, he just happens to be a politician with a little more swag. He's younger. He's familiar with the community because he's from the community. He is very intelligent for the most part. I haven't heard too many bad things about Mamdani, at least from folks who are from the area. And I've spoken with Republicans, Democrats, you name it. And of course, it's still very new in his term, but they're like saying, you watch, but I haven't seen anything, bad what he's doing. Now, do I agree with all his policies? No. But do I think he is a talented elected official? Obviously. I mean, look at how he won by a landslide, and he beat establishment elected officials. So gotta give him his props. Um, what else is new? Oh, in the entertainment space, I want to shout out Kev on stage. Kev on stage, he's a comedian, actor, creator of so many just great things. He recently signed a two one of he's he signs Tubi's largest creator deal with six new projects. He made history by signing an exclusive deal with Tubi for six new projects. Now, you know how much I love me some Tubi. I love Tubi. Tubi is a free streaming platform that really, I look at it as a platform that provides opportunity to independent creators. Now, Kev on Stage has been in the game for a long time. I first came to know Kev on Stage through a series of videos with comedians where they're doing these like dad joke competitions, and they'll compete with each other, and whoever makes the person laugh the most wins. But it's a family affair for him. His wife is talented, his kids are talented. Kev does these he has a great podcast as well, and he is a stand-up comedian. My wife and I had the opportunity to see him on stage. He's primarily a clean comedian. His comedy tour was in mega churches, and we had a great time. I mean, he shared that, that church culture, and incorporated with his comedy. But a really talented guy. So I just want to shout out Kev on stage for nabbing that historic deal. I love seeing folks, just win. I enjoy it. And also too, I want to share you this clip too before we head to a commercial break. But remember a while back I had shared my take on if or my thoughts if the New York Knicks should accept the invitation to the White House. Now, I said this, and I repeat, yes, they should go. Now, if they have the right to, if they don't want to, they have the right to do so. But at the end of the day, this whole they are being acknowledged. They're being honored because they were the champs. This is all a part of the process of when you win a championship. You visit the president of the United States at the White House, whoever is the president at the time. You visit them and you take a few pictures. You accept the honor, call it Christmas. You get a picture. That's it, right? The politics really is, and I get it. It's hard to ignore the politics of this individual because Trump loves to suck the energy out of people and make it all about him. But let me tell you something. Trump's ego cannot it cannot what's the word I'm looking for? It cannot outshine the New York Knicks team. Okay. Now James Dolan acknowledged on a radio program that, hey, the Knicks accepted the invitation. James Dolan is good friends with Trump. Okay. They've been besties for 30 plus years. And so he's like, yeah, we're going to go and this and the other. I look at it as, yeah, they should. They'll be the first team ever to visit the White House because there's been a number of teams that have refused the invitation and not go. The Warriors did not go due to COVID. They couldn't attend, and once again, a lot of teams just said no, not doing it. New York is different. I want to show you this clip before we head to commercial break because on The View, Whoopi Goldberg actually agrees with me. Let me play you that.
I don't think you can separate Trump from the White House, even though we would like to, because it is the people's house. He doesn't treat it like the people's house.
I want them to go.
Do you?
I want all those black men
Tell it.
to stand in our house and remind all of those people, as we try to remind
the vice
president, that when you try to destroy one part of history, you're destroying all of our histories. And they, as champions, not only as amazing basketball players, but as people who were down and came back up. This is what this looks like.
Yes.
This is what this looks like. So I want them to go. I want them to go, if only so the kids know that nobody can keep you down if you are rising up.
And you know what, I you know why even I agree more with Whoopi on this one, because to me, this is a perfect example of killing with kindness, right? Ignore. If Trump tries to make it like him, you keep on letting him know we the champs, we're the guests, cameras on us. Ignore him, cameras on us. See, Sonny, who is I would consider one of the far lefties at the table, along with Joy. They just can't say the word Trump. They can't look at the Trump, which a lot of folks can. Look, I'll be honest, I'm not I'm not a fan. I don't like using the word either. I don't like even consider him as president, but at the end of the day, I respect the position. He won the election. He is the sitting president. Okay. Whoopi's like, let these black men and Puerto Rican men enjoy this whole moment, the fact that they won, they worked hard. And I just want to let you guys know, New York not only won a finals, but during the season, they won the in-season tournament cup too in December of 2025, which is, to my understanding, I think a first. Never in the NBA history, because the tournament cup, the cup has been very short, maybe 2-3 years. The cup, whoever has won the in-season cup has never won the NBA finals. Oh, but New York did. That's right, New York won. We won the cup, and we won we won the cup, the Eastern Conference Finals, and the NBA Finals. Beat that. Okay. So no, I still want to ask you all, what's your take? Should they accept the invitation? Should they attend, or should they not? Let me know. Leave it. Put it in the comments. And we're gonna get going with this. Show. You're listening to the Arrington Gavin Show. We'll be right back after these commercial breaks.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to.
And we still in traffic.
I don't look familiar, do I? Not in this seat.
Hey, what's that you listening to?
Here to host today.
Hey, turn it up. Yeah, this that new Goat Verse app. I got you.
So y'all want to know where the goats are? They're off on the sidelines.
Looking for fresh, relevant content wherever you go?
What was the name of that he said?
Introducing GoatVerse TV.
GoatVerse, that's what it's called.
The free streaming app that brings you the best podcasts, current events, and thought-provoking opinions all in one place. Download it now from the Apple Store or Play Store. In goats, we trust.
Become a man of distinction with Rugged Evolution Beard Care. Order our scented beard oils and beard balms to help you maintain and grow the perfect beard. Order today. Try our men's care products like the full body exfoliating cleansing bars, body wash, smooth stash, and more. Log on to our website or download our app to place your orders. Rugged Evolution Beard Care. We're your luxury but affordable men's care line. And remember,
Rugged is the new smooth.
Let me tell you something most people get wrong about suits. A suit isn't just about you wearing it. It's how you show the world who you are. It's your handshake before you say a word, your presence when you step into any room. That's why we design statements at Dapper Luke. We don't just make suits. We'll start with the fabrics that tell your story, luxurious wools, silk, linen, and blends sourced from the finest mills in Italy, the UK, and India. Then we'll combine that with your vision, your personality, and your style. Every detail is tailored to you, from the fit to the finish. Whether for your wedding, a gala, the boardroom, we specialize in creating custom suits that are unique, just like the men who wear them. We spent years perfecting this craft, apprenticing under designers in New York and showcasing collections in New York and for Baltimore Fashion Week. None of that matters as much as seeing the look on your face when you try on your custom suit. Over 900 clients have already trusted us to deliver the best custom suits. They trust me to deliver the confidence. We proudly serve Virginia Beach and Baltimore and would be honored to bring your vision to life next. Let's create something unforgettable. Book your free consultation today at www.dapperluke.com.
All right, my friends, welcome back to the show. Welcome back. Let's get it going with our first story here. We're gonna start with some entertainment news. So, yeah, baby, who's that? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember who said that? Yeah, Austin freaking Powers. Mike Myers, which became famous for not just of Austin Powers, but Wayne's World, Shrek. What else was he famous for? He was famous for a number of things, but Austin Powers by far was one of the cult classic films that made him a household name. And let me go ahead and where is it? There we go. Want to make sure you have a graphic up there. So, and I didn't know. I mean, it's been so long since Austin Powers really was was on. So. Says here, Mike Myers says, yes, there will be an Austin Powers 4. That a new Verizon ad might not be the last we see of Austin Powers. Asked by a fan on Trevor Noah's World Cup watch party whether there would be an Austin Powers 4. Mike Myers responded by simply saying yes. He did not elaborate further, but Myers has long said he'd be interested in another sequel, but been non-committal non-committal about whether it would actually happen. He said he likes such a film to focus heavily on Dr. Evil. Now, franchise director Jay Roach told Deadline of the fourth film in 2020, I wouldn't say never, but it does depend on Mike having something that he's inspired about. And after all these years, it hasn't quite clicked yet, but I'm always game for anything he wants to do. He's a genius and he helped me get started and it was a blast. Now, I'm looking here. The Austin Power movies have collectively grossed well over $500 million worldwide, of course, becoming a culture touchstones. It's been more than 20 years since the last installment, Goldmember, in 2002. Wow. See, I wonder, because you know who I am, and I'm sticking to it. To me, film should stop after 3. It should just stop after 3. Now I get it. If all the characters are still very much alive and can easily do it again, why not? Get your money. I'm not stopping y'all. I'm not mad at y'all from getting your check. But if the first 3 were just so good, what if this fourth one ruins it for you? I'll be honest. They did not have to do another Coming to America. They didn't. Eddie Murphy is a genius. He is a comedic genius. He's an actor. He's an entertainer. Let me just not put him in one bubble. He is an entertainer. He is a musician. He is a comedian. He is an actor. He is a director. He's everything you can think of. He is one of a kind individual. But I will say, the recent Coming to America movie, I was not a fan. I think because it was like, I don't think it was rushed. You had a lot of stars in it, and every star, you had a little glimpse in this and that and this and that and the other, and I'm just, it wasn't good for me. It just wasn't. It wasn't. Nothing can ever beat the first, but this was just like, you should have stayed with the first. Now, he also made another Beverly Hills Cop. It was decent. It was just good hearing the do 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 do. Like, it was good hearing the soundtrack and that tune, but he did not have to do it. Don't get me started with Fast and Furious. I've been done with Fast and Furious, but there's just films to me that I just think stop it at that point. Don't try and extend and be greedy and say, what about another one? But hey, correct me if I'm wrong. Please, correct me if I'm wrong. I guess the question I'll leave y'all, I'll leave y'all with a lot of questions. I hope I'm doing my part. Do we want to see another Austin Powers? Seriously, do we want to see another Austin Powers? Like, the commercials were cute, don't get me wrong. Like, hey, Dr. Evil, but I don't know if I gotta look to see. I don't know if Mini-Me is still with. I mean, you have a number of people that are still still alive and doing great stuff, but I don't think if I would come on now, where is it? Austin Powers. Let me see here. Yeah. Vern Troyer, who played Mini-Me. He passed in 2018. And I'm not, look, you usually want to do a film where you can at least have almost everybody, but people have done it without. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know how I feel about that. But let me move on. That's some entertainment news for you right there. But let me move on. So again, Mike Myers said he's down to do Austin Powers 4. He actually confirmed, saying yes, it's in the works. He confirmed it, but I don't know how. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Let's move it on, y'all, to I want to move on to James Carville. Okay, let's talk about James here. So James Carville, known as the Raising Cajun, very popular, well-known Democratic strategist. James said some interesting stuff recently. This man said that he predicts that Donald Trump will resign next spring. Now, I'm about to replay a clip now. Excuse the language towards the end of this clip, because James he's in his 80s. He don't give a what about his tongue, but he shares his reason of his prediction. And he's known to say a lot of wild stuff, but I will say James Carville has spoken truth for the most part. He was very critical of Biden continuing to stay in the race. He was critical of the Democratic Party not having a small primary when they during that election season, because once Biden had dropped out the race, they handed it to Kamala Harris, and Clyburn was like, look, we need to have a small primary. Just a small primary. Doesn't need to be long, massive, but just something very small. And you need to choose and be set in stone on who you want to represent the Democratic Party in this presidential election. He also been very vocal to the or against the progressives, saying just start your own party and don't be under the Democratic umbrella of some sort. Just start your own party. He's pretty critical of the Progressive Party, and I don't think it's because of just he dislikes progressives. Again, on the strategy side, and I've said this, and I've shared this with my good friend, shout out to Adam, my bro, host of Act Out Podcast, who's a progressive. Shout out to all my progressive friends, by the way. I just think that, yes, the progressives are fan favorites. They say stuff that people can agree with the narrative, but by the time it comes to election, progressives are just not winning elections. Their messaging is gravitating, but it's not capitalizing in elections. And so, coming from James Carville's perspective, he's like, if we're trying to win, we can't go with the progressive. If we're trying to win an election. Now, unlike if you're in a very liberal area, right? If you're in California, if you're in New York, okay, Mamdani, right? If you're in those markets, then yes. I mean, hell, what's the gentleman out there in Maine? Graham Plattner. I mean, it varies, but it's not the majority. So listen what James Carville had to say in regards to making the statement that Trump will resign. He said he thinks he will resign next spring.
This week, I said that I thought Trump would resign next spring. And people said, oh, that's very clever. You got a lot of pickup. You like to say kind of crazy ass things and everything. I want to be very clear on something. I'm not doing this as a crazy ass prediction. I'm doing that because I genuinely think that he will resign next spring. And I'll assign my reasons. First of all, I'm not an MD. I'm not a geriatric, but I am going to be 82 this year. And his rate of decline from election day to now, it's not linear. You don't lose a 0.25% a month. When it goes down, it goes quickly. And you can look at him and see how just fat and unhealthy he is. Secondly, I have experience that not a lot of people have. I know what it's like to lose a massive off-year election we did in 1994. It's so monumental. It's so massive. It hurts so deep. You just can't imagine it. The entire world around him is going to change after November of this year. People don't pay attention to you. They're making jokes. Everybody knows you're on a short leash. You got two years left to go. You don't have any power. Everybody around you is being subpoenaed for everything that you can imagine. Your life is miserable. He doesn't have the and Clinton came back because, frankly, it was the greatest mismatch maybe in American political history. Bill Clinton versus Newt Gingrich. Well, guess what? Donald Trump is not the Bill Clinton of 1995. All right. And Hakeem in the Democratic leadership and Schumer, they're not Newt Gingrich. And he is going, and I'm doubling down on this prediction. He is just going to walk away. He's going to go to J.D. Vance, and his lawyers are going to say, look, you can stay, you can pardon yourself. There's some uncertainty as to whether you can do that. There's no uncertainty as to whether a President Vance can pardon you and your family. So I'm sticking with my prediction, and it's based on something other than to try to be provocative and get people talking something. I think the son of a bitch is just going to walk away. Remember that song, Walk Away, Renee? That's what he's going to do. He's going to walk away because the pain that is coming for him, both the emotional pain and the physical deterioration, you watch it right in front of your eyes. I don't have to be a doctor to see this guy can't move. He can't get out of a chair. I know what it's like to be in the 80s. And unlike
look, James saying, look, man, you 80, I'm 82. I'm trying to tell you, it's different. It's different. I'll be honest. As much as I do enjoy listening to his commentary, by now he should understand that Trump does not back down. He does not. And even if if health was going against him, man, Trump's going to try to make 1 or 2 appearances here and there and just stay relevant on True Social. They'll find a way to keep him hidden throughout his term. I guarantee. Trump's saying he ain't resign because that's a sign of defeat. He will never. The man has not even conceded the 2020 election. Okay, he has not till this day. He has not. So good luck with that on saying he's gonna resign. Please, that will never happen. No chance in hell will Trump resign. As much as people are saying, oh, please, that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen, James. See, James Carville don't care, right? He does not care. He does not like Trump. He doesn't care what his take and say, but this is a period where he is completely wrong thinking that Trump will resign. Okay. He's not. Y'all, what do you think about this? Do you think Trump will resign? I mean, look, he's been an awful president since day one in my book, but the man ain't gonna say due to the approval ratings, due to I want to be with my family, I want to be with Melania. Okay, she misses me, she misses daddy. Yes, she does. Okay. I miss my family. I want to spend time with my family. Family comes first. All right. No, what he's really saying is, look, my family, we done made these billions of dollars. I don't need this job no more. This while the country is in the crapper, I'm out. All right, JD, you got it. Like, come on now. Come on. That's not gonna happen. But I mean, what do y'all think? Do y'all believe the Raging Cajun? Do you believe James Carville? Or do you think he's just talking out of his head? Like, what is he doing? What is he doing, y'all? Let me. Yeah, right, James. I'm in it for the long haul. All right. I don't give up. I'm Donald J. Trump. I don't give up. I don't. I really don't. I'm in the best shape ever. I'm one of the best in shape presidents of our time. But I'm definitely better than Sleepy Joe. Then Sleepy Joe. All right, I'm out. Let me go ahead and move it on here to another story. So I have got to discuss these where are we at here? There we go. So here in Virginia, here in the Commonwealth, the data center battle has still going on. So I don't blanked on her name. Oh, Abigail Spanberger has yet to sign a deal to basically either put an end to adding more data centers or to tax the data centers. It's that simple. Tax the big corporations. That tax money can go towards schools, initiatives that can actually benefit the people and residents. Unlike what she's doing, she's trying to benefit the corporations where people, they don't have no ties of Virginia. It's stupid. It's crazy. I mean, ma'am, you are a newly elected governor. It hasn't even been 1 year yet, and you're already burning bridges amongst your own party. I mean, you have chairwoman of the Finance and Appropriation Committee, State Senator Luis Lucas, Senator pro tempore, who does not play. He does not play at all. Yet you're sticking strong. I mean, first of all, this is a bipartisan issue. I just want to tell you this. This is not just a this is a bipartisan issue. And Abigail's already found herself in hot water because her stance is on guns, on the involvement of law enforcement and ICE agents. She tried to calm the crowd with her cannabis compromise. If all fails, let me just sign a bill about some weed. Come on now. Come on. And it's more to with that. But let me go ahead and share this a clip of a protester questioning Abigail Spanberger while Abigail is just cheesing in her face, and she's answering, but she's answering on the move. So it's kind of like, and to me, cop out answers. But let me go and play you this real quick.
I heard your speech about the data centers, but I'm concerned about them. I mean, do you think that it's a good idea to be giving out billions of dollars?
I think the challenge is it's not giving out.
But Virginians are losing out on their Medicaid and their SNAP benefits.
And the important benefit that comes with the local property tax. If you look at the county like the one that we're in.
But Virginia's losing out on billions of dollars. People are going hungry.
So I think
downwardly mobile economically.
Okay, but you
and I'm really asking for you to find families on data centers. You can still be the hero, Governor Sandberger. Ma'am, this is an overwhelmingly popular policy.
Governor, is there I'm chair of Loudoun County Democrats?
You can be the hero, Governor. Please find families, not data centers, tax billionaire companies that still work for Virginians, not corporations that should be paying their sales tax just as much as Virginians do. Virginians are paying more sales tax. Working families.
Virginians are paying more sales tax. The lady just wanted some answers. She just wanted some answers. They confronted the governor over a deal that gives a massive $1.9 billion tax break to data centers. $1.9 billion tax break to data centers while families lose Medicaid and SNAP benefits. See how it affects me and my family, right? Higher electricity costs, higher electricity bills. We don't get anything out of it. We don't. They can keep on saying, well, you get better data service. I don't. I don't. And I pay the highest amount. I'm not going to call out what company I use and provider, but I'm like, my internet still be buffering. Okay. It's still buffer. And I'm like, I need Chris. I thought I was paying for the Chris one. I was wrong. It's unfortunate again. And I said this when I was talking with one of my good buddies about just, and this is my honest opinion, right? This is my honest opinion. When folks run for office, it's like a business. You're trying to sell a product. You're selling a product to folks, hoping that they say, I want to buy. You are the product. At the candidates, you are the product. You are auditioning to get hired to a position because the voters are the bosses. Think of us as the board, okay? You're in the interviewing process with us, and you tell us, hey, I can do this for you. I can do that. I can do that. And all that's going on in our head is like, hey, I like that. I want to hire you. We hire you, and then you lied on your resume. You don't get the job done, and then we're screwed. I mean, what else there? What else is there to explain? So, I mean, I had my good friends, Adam, excuse me, Amanda Nelson of Amanda's Mild Takes, Kate of Kate for the People, both of them criticized by a member of the Spanberger campaign. I think through social media they were on a back and forth thing. I'm like, really? These I will say these very popular influencers, political influencers, who benefited you, okay? Because they were supporting you, and they helped you look good. I mean, literally, somebody is so funny. Somebody accused my friend Kate of being someone paid her. She was bought. Someone paid her to, like, what? Who's paying who? We don't get no money. What's the money? We don't get no money. Like, who's paying who? And it's sad that you start making those lies and false false information. Oh, there someone paid you to do. You're just paid. You're just bought out. Really? No. Talk to your supervisor. How about that? Talk to your boss, because obviously she's in favor of corporations and not the people, and it's a shame. And the questions are like, why? But why? We will never know. But it's very unfortunate. I will say that it's very unfortunate. It's a long going battle here in the Commonwealth. But again, this what's going on here is affecting the nation. It's not just affecting the Commonwealth. This is an issue that is affecting the majority. Senator Mark Warner has acknowledged that he does not support not giving he supports taxing the rich. He's against the tax breaks. Okay. Tim Kaine, junior senator, U.S. senator, in support. Everybody but Abigail. It's everybody but Madam Governor. I tell you, it's a shame. It is a shame. Let's see here. We're gonna take another break. You're listening to the Arrington Gavin Show. When we come back, we got a couple more stories. I think we're gonna try. Hopefully, we can get through the two. Don't go anywhere. You listen to the Arrington Gavin Show.
6'10", number one pick, 16 seasons, college player of the year, all rookie standout. Joe Smith built a career on grit, consistency, and showing up.
Greatness isn't just about the game. It's about how you show up every day. Rugged Evolution now offers body care products for every man, because not every man wears a beard, but every man deserves care. Greatness doesn't fade.
It evolves. Rugged Evolution Beard Care. Every beard deserves to be legendary, and every man deserves care.
I'm Aaron Phillips. Join me Saturdays at 12:30 as I host The Voice of 757. I'll share news, events, happenings, and the people that shape the 757. That's The Voice of 757, Saturday afternoon at 12:30 right here on Sky 4.
People age 65 and older are at high risk of injury, especially from falls and car crashes. But older adults can take steps to stay safe from injury and be independent longer. Tell your doctor if you have fallen, if you worry about falling, or if you feel unsteady when standing or walking. Learn more about preventing falls and aging without injury at cdc.gov/stillgoingstrong.
All right, my friends, welcome back. I know that was a quick break, but I want to get started with some more Let's see here. So out in, I don't even know where this. Oh, this was in North Carolina. North Carolina County Commissioners comments in regards to Juneteenth sparks heated outrage. Let me go here see if I can find the clip. Can I find it? Bam, here it is right here. So this gentleman, Larry Pittman, you won't believe, here's the rhetoric that he said. He said that Juneteenth was made up of a lie. Here's a clip that went viral.
First of all, I want to address this thing about Juneteenth. I don't support it because it is based on a lie.
It was during general comments when things got heated at Monday night's Cabarrus County Board of Commissioners meeting.
But true history is important, not what an elitist point of view forces to be taught in schools and ignores the real truth of what happened.
Then do you admit this?
And my son, hey, it is not your turn, sir.
Commissioner Larry Pittman questioned why Juneteenth was being observed on Friday after commissioners approved a resolution in support of the holiday.
Considering who it came from, I'm not surprised. He is not a friend of the African American community.
First of all, I want to address this thing about.
Woo! That man said it was made up of a lie. Not your turn, sir. It's not your turn. So let me just give you a little brief overview to kind of educate this gentleman here. So again, this was the voice that you heard. That was North Carolina County Commissioner Larry Pittman. All right. Now let me go ahead and just educate you on Juneteenth, because since he said it's based on a lie, we're gonna have to educate you, and that's the sad part, because there's people out there that are open ears. They're like, "Oh, I want to be educated because I'm not aware of Juneteenth. Can you, please explain it?" And I'll like, that's all. Juneteenth, celebrated on June 19th, commemorates the day in 1865 when enslaved Africans in Texas finally learned they were free. Although Emancipation Proclamation was issued by Abraham Lincoln on January 1st, 1863, it could not be fully enforced in areas still under Confederate control. On June 19th, 1865, Gordon Granger arrived in Galveston and announced General Order Number 3, declaring that all enslaved people in Texas were free. This came more than 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation and several months after the end of the American Civil War. Okay, so the reason why we celebrate this, we celebrate freedom and the end of slavery for millions of African Americans. We recognize the struggles for equality, reminding us that freedom and civil rights often require continued advocacy and sacrifice. This time we honor the resilience and contributions of Black Americans throughout U.S. history, and encourages reflection and education about the nation's past and the ongoing pursuit of liberty and justice for all. See, that's what we're still going on to this day. See, the sad part is, y'all, we live in a time where we have elected officials that is trying to remove African American studies and institutions because, they're like, well, we don't want white children to feel bad and feel sorry and to feel like they were the cause of it. First of all, they weren't. If they feel bad, then that's them. But they weren't. These kids were not there back then. What it should do is just say, wow, it's a shame that your ancestors were treated, your people were treated like this. How can we do better? How can we improve as a country, grow as a country, instead of trying to turn the tables back? Because that's what I've noticed. I've seen a lot of issues and a lot of policies, and I've seen a lot of elected officials. They try to bring it back. I mean, it's a shame. It's a shame, and it's very it's a shame that we have elected officials on the right, okay, and I'm gonna specifically call out folks like Wesley Hunt, congressman out of Texas, who will not be a congressman for long because he got the brakes beat off him during this Texas primary when he tried to run for U.S. senator. Byron Donald, okay, John James out of Michigan. I mean, these look, there's only but four, or was four black men in Congress on the Republican Party. And to them, they're like, oh, I can care less if it's, I don't care about the representation. It's about, are they good people? Are they Americans? We're all Americans. Stop trying to avoid the growth. Because I'll be honest, I vote on person, not party. I can care less if you're Democrat or Republican. If that was me, if someone asked me, if I was Wesley Hunt, I would be like, you know what? I do wish there was more representation in the party because they exist. And the more representation we have, the more I can educate my colleagues, the more I can educate voters, and the more I can, because the thing is, how does the Republican Party assume that they can grow the black vote by not having people in office? Look, y'all can have all the conservative groups and coalitions and conservative black talk hosts and all that stuff. Y'all can have all them, but guess what? Until they see representation in Washington on the program, and ain't nothing's gonna change. Nothing's gonna change. Okay, so good luck with y'all strategy because it ain't working. Because y'all avoid talking about race whenever race is brought up. Oh, people want to like, oh, let's not talk. You don't want to talk it because you don't want to hear about the struggle. You don't want to hear about the pain. Look, I'm grateful that we have African American Month, but personally, African American history is American history. Excuse me, Black history. Let me rephrase that. Black History Month. Black history is American history, so it should be celebrated as a regular, just a part of American history. And I always laugh when, because I've been told, well, not told, I've heard white folks say, y'all come on, y'all got a whole month, and they try to be funny, like, y'all got a whole month. I wish I had a whole month. I'm like, excuse me, you're saying you're saying we have a whole month when y'all have yeah, look, we have 1 month, y'all have 11 months out of the year. Like, not even that. You have every day. You have every day. Let me not even say 11 months. Y'all have every day. Okay, so come on now. Like, it's very hurtful and disheartening that we have, and this man was elected based on a lie. What lie is that? So I take it that this history, because I mean, sir, were you there in the 1800s? Were you there specifically to say, do you have proof that it was a lie? No, you don't. I mean, my goodness. And everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, what's with all these days? June, hey, this, that." And I'm gonna tell you something else too. And it was a. Let me not say. I'm gonna not say that. Let me keep myself out of trouble here. But all I'm gonna say, y'all, is that, and especially for black folks that tune into this show, don't ever forget your history. Matter of fact, educate yourself even more, because I'm still learning. There's something new that I hear. Matter of fact, I learned so much when I attended the African American Museum in Washington, D.C. Wow, you're talking about eye-opening. My wife and I had the opportunity to attend, and it was we didn't even get to see all of it. Okay, that's how much history we had. Okay, there was so much rich history, and it was so eye-opening, because it's like, wow, I didn't know about this, I didn't know about that, I didn't know about this. And in my mind, I want to be like, well, I went to a private school, and when it was Black History Month, it was only but a couple things you need to know: is who Martin Luther King was, who Rosa Parks was, who Shirley Chisholm was, and that was pretty much it. That was it. On to the next subject. on to the next curriculum. That's all we learned. We had chapel days, y'all. We used to have chapel days, and I think I shared this with you before, but the person in charge of chapel days thought it would be okay because it was Black History Month to showcase a Black gospel artist who made the corniest video of all times, in my opinion. And in that video, it had acknowledged typical Black stereotypes like drinking red Kool-Aid and other things like that. And there were a number of Black students that walked out. Sure was. And I'll be honest, I don't give the full blame to the person in charge of it because they didn't know. I think you have to be aware, and really I blame them for not getting in touch with the right advocate and the expert that can really properly educate, and don't just kind of fake it till you make it kind of thing. No, get in touch with the right folks that can send out the message perfectly. I'm talking about you need to get a Roland Martin. You need to get a oh my goodness, you need to get a oh man, I had him off the top of my tongue. This man was a wizard when it came to mathematics. But you need to get the blackest of blackest. And I ain't saying to go get Dr. Umar, because Dr. Umar he would go a little too far. You go a little too far. But get the proper expert that can really say, "Oh no, you need to talk to me. You need to talk to me." Jane Goodall, I think, is another individual who was actually a white woman that oh no, no, not her. My bad. Different person. That's hilarious. Oh man, what was her name? Was she a Jane? Jane Elliott. There we go. Lord have mercy. Jane Elliott. I knew it was Jane. Jane Elliott is a white woman who is a anti-racism educator. A white woman who has made a huge success in respect from so many as a anti-racism educator. I mean, she's still with us. She is 92 years old, mind sharp as a tack. I mean, it's just, y'all, we tell you, man, you need to continue to do your own research, because there's certain places that's not going to provide you this info, and you can't always rely on other people. You have to do your own research yourself. Y'all, I'm looking at my time. We got about less than 60 seconds left. Thank you, as always, for sticking with us here on the Arrington Gavin Show. Be sure to tune in weeknights to the Arrington Gavin Show, Monday through Fridays, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as I mentioned before. Go ahead and follow us on Instagram and all the social media sites, the Arrington Gavin Show. You can also follow us on Substack, and check out our awesome website, www.theagshow.com. You keeps you up to speed on the latest shows. But subscribe to our YouTube channel too, because you'll get notifications about when a new episode is dropped, and new videos and content and all that great stuff. Because we got a lot of great stuff in store for you. I know I've been saying that for a while, but we really, really got something special in store. We're working on some stuff, and stay safe, stay blessed out there, stay informed, because it's midterm season, and y'all know you got big elections happening. I will talk to y'all soon for another great convo. I'm out.
That's it for tonight on the Arrington Gavin Show. Thanks for tapping in and keeping the conversation alive. Don't forget, stay connected with us on all platforms. Follow at Arrington Gavin on Instagram, Blue Sky, and X, and subscribe to the official Substack for exclusive takes and deep dives you won't get anywhere else. We're here every weeknight, same time, same energy, same real talk. Until next time, stay bold, stay sharp, and stay true. That's what we do on the Arrington Gavin Show. Peace.